Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway, and on the hill in this one, Dean Kramer. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the catch, and there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Bo Bichette.
Boog, his batting average is on the rise right now. He's hitting over 350 over the last 10 ball games, and you can see the confidence that he's carrying around just watching him walk to the plate.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. And ball one. The other way. He's got it. There's two away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Ernie Clement now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that one fouled off. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. J0 O's coming to bat. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Chris Bassett. What do we need to know here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Mullins launched a homer in his most recent game. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Swings through that one.
1-1.
Fought off foul. And down on strikes. And one out now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
And a foul ball. Just missed.
No. Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side in the first. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. We played an inning, no score. Back here in Baltimore, new inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Kramer back to work. Kramer, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a splitter, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. And it's even up. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on, when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
The wind of the pitch.
Ball 2.
That misses the zone, and the count's full. Swing and a miss. Struck him out and quickly one away in the second. Here's George Springer. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And it's fouled away. Two outs. That one the other way. Base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
And now it's going to be Tyler Heineman. O'Neill makes the grab, and that is that. Blue Jays held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Tyler O'Neill. That clips the corner. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Second inning here, no score. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
First offering, and it just misses. That to right. Springer on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. First pitch misses. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Then being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Rutschman fires over to first, and Guerrero is set down.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Grounds one to short. Henderson slings to first in time.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
So the batting order turns over. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. Henderson over to first in time. And Bichette is retired. That's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. And we're still knotted at 0. Back now at Oriole Park, set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the DH, Kobe Mayo. Right through there for a strike. Mayo turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. And that one clips the corner.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Hit in the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Jorge Mateo now. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Going 1. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. And that is out of play. And 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Still no score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ripped to short. Whips it across. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So digging in, Ernie Clement. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Go ahead run on base. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
4th inning underway, no score. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
That one misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball. Straighten him up a little bit.
Man at first, one away. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. In the dirt, squirts away from Rutschman. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. There's the swing and a miss.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 2-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now it's Dalton Varsho. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a foul out of play. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Fights it off. He'll see another. And he dodges that fastball.
Full count.
Two down, nobody on. He goes down looking. It's a beautiful Springer dinger here. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Cedric Mullins. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Fouls one off, 2-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Now batting,
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to him.
Ryan O'Hearn.
That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike one. On the ground, 2 ball. Slings to second, throw to first, but he beat it. And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Man at second. Foul ball, still 0-2. That one missed. That's hard hit on the line. This one could be trouble. O'Hearn coming home. He'll score, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Tap foul at the plate. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And strike 2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now at the plate, Jordan Westburg. Fly to left his first time. Gets the outside corner with that one. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that's downstairs and outside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a swing and a miss. They limit the damage here.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Kramer back to work. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball could be 2. Here's Mateo for 1 onto O'Hearn. 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Wagner stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. 1 hit. Back here in Baltimore, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And here is Colton Cowser. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner, and it gets by him. Now around second, going to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Mayo in the box now, takes strike 1. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ball squirts away a little bit. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And that one is lifted in the air, and that is Springer. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. We are tied at 2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Foul ball there. Rutschman, 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-1.
1 strike.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, and that's just foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Up next for the
So
Orioles.
next to hit for Baltimore,
Second
Jorge
baseman.
Mateo.
Jorge
Struck out swinging his first time.
Mateo.
Swinging a foul straight back. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander settles under this one. Can't make the grab, and it drops. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Now around third, waving him home. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Ripped to third. And that is the inning. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. 5 innings complete. It's the Orioles 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Top of the 6th inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Bichette. Hit on the ground to short. Henderson throws across the diamond, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. 0 for 2 in this one. Hard hit left side. On to O'Hearn. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ernie Clement.
Next is the designated hitter, Ernie Clement. 1 for 2. And a foul ball. Blue Jays down a run. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Offense held in check there. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He circles the bases. 3rd home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 4-2.
First pitch changeup didn't fool him in the slightest. He got the front foot down, and then he blasted it out of here. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That's it for Chris Bassett. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
New
Toronto.
pitcher now for the Jays, Eric Swanson. He's into the game with the bases empty. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game.
Dare sizes this one up, and an automatic double as it hops the fence.
This sport can be such a game of inches as we see it right there, extended and just out of his reach. Had a bad read and a bad jump, and I think that's what cost him. It turned into extra bases.
1 out, runner at second. Next to hit, Jordan Westburg. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Springer. It's going to fall for a hit. O'Neill flies around third. One run across, passes third. He wants it all. Safe at home is 2 score on the inside the park homer. So 1 out, nobody on. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Sliced hard but foul. A little bit high. 1-1. Well, Siggy here in Baltimore, and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely, it's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And you talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore, but even so here at the ballpark, some great food. Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And yes, he offered at it. Good job to fight that one off. Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to my guy Boog down there over that right field wall and some barbecue because Boog can fire up some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet up here in the booth. Come on, man, let's go.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is all set for the start of the inning. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Anthony Santander.
And first offering is fouled off. Right side, hard hit. Mateo sends it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
For the Blue Jays,
and the batter is George Springer. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped. Back there. And that one is off the wall. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
One out, runner at second. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Base hit. Here comes Springer around third. He's in there.
Now batting, catcher Tyler Heineman.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching for the
Yennier Cano
Orioles.
on to pitch here. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Yennier
Here's the Toronto catcher,
Cano.
Tyler Heineman. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
This to third, Westberg. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that drops in for a strike. Swings over the top of that one.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Inside. And a count 1-2. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Felix Bautista is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Aiken getting cranked up. A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 7th inning stretch time. Back now at Oriole Park, stepping in, Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman.
In the air, left field, Santander moving under it. And there's one in there for strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Ground ball to the right side. Jimenez tosses to first, out, and 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty.
Batting,
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3.
Mullins.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Fastball is outside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back,
Orioles.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. CNL Perez. He has a
CNL
great slider with tons of movement.
Perez.
Will Wagner digs in now. On the ground to short. Henderson over to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a foul ball. Perez, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. Line drive and a base hit.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
Little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
And now, Andres Jimenez.
Ball.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball.
Got to keep things
No strike.
airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. And now it's even 1-1. Right through there for a strike. To short, could be 2. The flip, there's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
First baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Swanson back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Hit in the air, center field. Varsho drops into the glove, and there's 1 down. And the batter now, Gunnar Henderson. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Tyler O'Neill. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
And a big swing and a miss.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that ball is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His 4th home run of the season. And they add to their lead. It's 7-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they...
Pitching for
Angel
Toronto.
Bastardo will take
Number
over here.
66.
Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. At the plate, Jordan Westberg. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. Last chance coming up for the Blue Jays.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back.
The
It's the top of the
Orioles.
9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Ryan
43.
Baker.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Clement, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And now the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1. That's down and in. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the 1st out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
A changeup missing. And the count is 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Charlie Morton up and loosening in the pen. Suarez also getting ready. Here's a 1-1. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Westberg makes the ground. That's out number 2. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. And now for the Jays, George Springer.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his 2nd double of the night.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Digging in, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Springer on its 2nd with 2 down. Pitch is in there, and the count is 0-2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Coming home, he will score. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a huge at bat in this game.
Now pitching
Felix
for the Orioles.
Bautista on to try and close it out.
Number
I think
74.
closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Heineman in the box now. No balls and a strike. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays,
Number 30,
Alejandro
Alejandro
Kirk, looking
Kirk.
for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Swings through that one.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Bautista is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4 as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.